with my just. Yo, why does my hat feel weird on my head right now? Oh my goodness, everything looks crooked. Everything feels crooked. Like, what? Hold on. Up here just don't feel right. Ouch. Ah, my goodness, yo. I kid you not, I thought I still heard the music playing in the background. Speaking of music playing in the background, I forgot to put up my Spotify. I had it up, but I didn't have it. Then I closed it out. Let's get some audio, music, vibes happening here. See it playing in the background. Because y'all know how it's going to be. I have to do audio check, and then I have to tab and mute because we don't want to hear ads. And then break the stream. I also got to charge my phone so I can have another screen up. Before we get into the intro here. Let me find the last place. I got some hydration so I can drink my water. We got shells in the wings waiting for me. So I'm gonna try not to be slow about it, but y'all already know how I be. Mic check, audio check. Let's put the mic closer to me here. I feel like I need more mic space, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I gotta do an audio check and see how well my talking versus the music playing in the background, because I can't tell. Alright, mic check. Can you hear me and the smooth beats? Did I do that on... Alright, I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I also kind of cheated because I leaned into... You can hear me? Okay, cool. You can hear me and the music is still good? Alright. Just a little bit off. There we go. Alright. Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm scratching my armpits. Don't at me. I'm clean. Shut up. Welcome to another episode of NeonVibeVerse. We're about to chit, chat, and chill. Wait, hold on. I can hear myself. Let's do this again. Alright. I don't hear myself at all. This ain't about me. Welcome to the NeonVibeVerse. This is my day. I was behind the scene, kind of like low-key losing my mind, comically, because life and me. Welcome to another episode of NeonVibeVerse. I am Neon Beat Games. We about to chit, chat, and chill. How y'all doing today? It is a nice Saturday outside, at least in my area. Hope y'all doing good. Tell me what's up. Chat it up with me and Chels, which I'm about to introduce here in a hot second. But I hope y'all doing good today. It's about to be a vibe. I have been stoked all week for this. So stoked that I lost track of time. Just like with money. But it almost was worse. Oh my goodness, see what I'm talking about.
Limu and I always tell you to cuss.
So the whole entire time that Chels was helping me promote this episode, I kept putting the PST and Central Time Zone numbers in reverse. And then I realized I committed the ultimate troll by putting a completely different time on the schedule. Life, me, this is what happens when I try to multitask. I don't know. I try to multitask to get a lot of stuff done, and oh my goodness. And I need to just lock in things at one at a time. That's what I need to start doing. But let's not delay any longer. I want to introduce you a very good friend of mine. They go by she, they pronouns. They are an amazing vibe. Chill like a boss, chaotic music lover, and all around just an amazing person that I'm happy to have as a friend and so happy to have in my life. Welcome to the stream, or welcome to the podcast. I never have these smooth transitions. Welcome to the podcast, Chelstar.
Huh?
What? I dragged you in and it went, huh? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, here we go.
Can y'all hear me?
Hold on. I almost said I can hear you, but of course I can. We're in Discord together. Let's do the
Yeah.
Let's do the audio check real quick. All right. All right, go ahead. Say something.
Check. Oh, something. Something. I am talking. Talk. Talkity
Okay.
talk.
Yep. You can be heard.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
Sometimes my mic is really weird when it comes to Discord. I'll talk, but it won't always catch what I'm saying, even if I'm talking at normal volume. So if I ever cut out, or if you feel like I'm trying to say something but you can't hear me, just let me know, and I'll
Alright.
try to talk a little bit louder.
Okay, cool.
I'll actually turn up the sensitivity on my end too.
I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit. Because
Okay.
one of the things, like, look, Chels know, and I haven't changed over yet because I gotta introduce the chaos about to happen. One of the things too that y'all know me for is that I have a battle with audio. So even if Chels have everything perfect on her side,
Yeah. Audio is always a struggle because I was talking about this on my own personal stream too. Even when I think that I have the audio levels down perfectly, something will always happen, and then I end up having to reset my entire audio thing, whether it's I say, for example, end up moving, or if something else happens, and just all of that. So volume is always a struggle for us content creators.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, I didn't mean to accidentally troll there. I didn't troll. Okay, here we go. Here's the chaos. But no, there's no video game quizzes yet. I'm exposing the business. All right.
Video game quizzes.
No, you didn't hear me say that.
Oh.
Shh, you didn't hear it.
I have some concerns.
Yeah, no, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. See, where's Discord? Come on, grab this. Let me see. This is always. What is this? This is always. Oh my goodness, I don't know what that is. That is doing something right there. So I got an update for. Let's remove that completely. I got an update for what is this? OBS.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it's not doing update OBS things. Oh, we don't do window capture. I always do. Okay, I don't do window capture. That's my problem. I'm the problem again.
That would suck if it tried to update in the middle of the broadcast.
Oh, that would be so troll.
Yeah.
But no, the update went through, so we should be good. All right.
Oh
hold on.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the most important thing. You have to turn on your camera. I can't capture anything. I'm over here about to capture just the whole Discord to see a chat.
Oh, my camera's not even turned on. Okay, I was just like, what's going on over here?
No, you're good because I forgot to say that, and I'm about to screen capture, right? And I'm over here like, wait a minute, this is just about to.
I thought
just
turned on my camera, and I was like, I looked over at stream. I was like, why isn't my camera going through? Is it Neon's something that Neon's doing? And then I realized, oh, I gotta actually, hit the camera button. That'd be a good idea.
No, the answer is always something that Neon is doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, is it?
9 out of 10 times. Okay, how?
Wait, but I don't see you, Neon.
Huh? Oh no, I don't turn my camera on. You see me on stream, but I can turn my camera on.
Ah,
I don't-
okay.
It shouldn't break. No, I shouldn't break it. No, it will break something because if I have my camera on while the camera is I'm supposed to do window capture. That's how I do it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if I have my camera on while I'm streaming, my camera will be like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's also true.
Please work because window capture sometimes wants to be on something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, thank you, window capture. Thank you. Oh, it's working. Yo, main one. Oh, that's not it.
We are live.
So here is the funny thing. If no one has seen the podcast, I do not let anyone know because I forget that a part of the podcast is me fixing stuff as the podcast is going on.
I mean, it is the life of a content creator. Sometimes you just gotta fix shit on the fly.
Exactly. This is the whole purpose of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta do the alt tab check. The test. Here we go. Let's see. So if I alt tab, well, it shows us. So it was just trolling PBG? It was just trolling Prince and Indy? It's working now? wait, no, wait. Did you disappear off stream? Oh no, you didn't. Yo, okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yo, Healy, what's up? Shells, what is up?
Speaking of PBG, I have him tabbed up right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was supposed to tab up people, but I didn't.
So the really funny thing that I noticed about Neon is that Neon actually followed my channel. I don't want to say around. Oh wait, hang on. You've been following me for almost a year now. We've been mutuals for almost a year now. So there have been times where I would go into other people's channels, like say for example PBG's. I was introduced to PBG from a completely different content creator, and there was this one time when I had gone onto PBG's channel, watched the stream for a little bit, and then I saw that Neon was active in chat, and I was just like, wait, what the fuck, Neon? What are you doing here? There's always at least one tiny little corner somewhere on twitch.tv where Neon just happens to be there, and I'm just like, how did you get here?
No, it is funny too because I had the same reaction when I saw Shells. I was like, Shells, you know Prince? You're like, you know him too? I was like, yeah. It was like one of those memes where we dapped up like, yo, you son of a ultimate handshake.
Hilly said, I forgot if I introduced Neon to Chelsea or not. Hilly, so I did watch the VOD from the moment that Neon had actually followed my channel, and he said that he saw me on his recommended feed. So that's how he came across me. But Haley is also another content creator that somehow Neon and I both know. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you for the lurk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's funny.
It really is a small world.
It is. It is hilarious too because Manicia. Oh my goodness, I just made her name sound way more exotic. Manisa, aka Money, who I collaborated with, and y'all heard a few times on my stream, always is shocked when I suggest a raid, or if someone else suggests a raid and then she raids into that person. No, not raid to the person, but I'm like, oh yeah, this person is like cool vibe. She's like, Neon, how do you know everyone? I'm like, look, I just be following raids sometimes, recommendations, and that's how I end up linking up with a whole bunch of people. I'm omnipresent. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Yeah. Specifically too, on a more recent instance, so there's this other content creator that I follow by the name of Ghoulie, and I was introduced to her by Blair, who is also another content creator. She is alternative, and she likes her content is based around being a vampire and, you know, like fantasy, medieval, Renaissance, like historical stuff. And Ghoulie was a very close friend of Blair, and Ghoulie mainly plays Hunt Showdown, though she'll play a whole bunch of different other games. And there was this one time, I want to say around a month or two ago, when I popped into Ghoulie's chat for a little bit, and I saw Neon there too. I'm just like, Neon, what the fuck?
Oh man, it's such a small world, and it's so bad that I kid you not.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not bad in a bad way, but bad in a funny way, that I think some people know other people automatically, and when they say like, no, I haven't been in the chat before, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I saw you. I've completely, like, what's that word called? Not retcon. I gaslight myself unintentionally into believing like, yes, they've known each other all this time, but this is the first time they met. It's wild. But
networking on when you network on Twitch and you make yourself known to as many streamers and other content creators as you can, and you say hi to everyone, and it like there's always a point eventually that you come across where you see that everyone knows each other, and a lot of the communities that you see on Twitch kind of start to bleed into each other, and that's one thing that I really appreciate about Twitch and Twitch culture is that there's so many people that are involved in other communities, and they're almost like mutual communities too.
Yeah, that is true. Audio wise, Neon's a little quieter than Chell. See, I told you the boss battle is gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to like talk loud.
Yeah.
My mic is a little bit. I don't have a lot of room on the table. I would take a picture of my table, but I need to clean it. It's don't worry about it. Look, so
don't worry about a streamer stack. It's fine. Don't that is private.
Yeah, that is quite irrelevant. I will have it cleaned up next week or so, maybe. Anyway, so yo, Chels, I did not do the intro right and have you wave to everyone, but this is how I do. You're not gonna get a consistent style intro.
Yeah, that's right. I should probably introduce myself.
But yo, Chels, welcome to the NeonVibeVerse. Introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What is up?
So my name is Chell. I have been a content creator on Twitch for I want to say the
Just
4.5 years now. I'm a variety streamer. I talk a lot about music on my channel. I'm a competitive karaoke singer. I like to play primarily a lot of single player story-based video games. Right now, I've been really loving Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've also been playing Date Everything. I've been playing LA Noir. Just anything that I really like that on stream, really. And I also introduced this segment recently called Music Show and Tell, where I have people in the community share with me some music that they've been listening to lately, and it can be music that has come out recently, but it can also be things that people really like that is sort of niche, and I've really been liking it because it is a really good way for the community to really get to know each other and to share interests and to see just kind of introduce each other to music that we wouldn't have been able to come across otherwise.
Oh yeah, and there is like so many different songs that I was able to come across thanks to Chels, and it's been awesome. Like for real.
Yeah.
The music.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm really glad that I introduced that segment too, because it's been a really good way for the community to get active and to really get to know each other, because that was one of the main struggles that I had my first several years of Twitch. Was I would get people that would come to the streams and things like that, but I had a really hard time retaining consistent viewers, if that makes sense. So the thing about the music streams, and I also do other streams like try not to laugh challenges and try not to thirst challenges, those particular types of streams actually they happened on complete accident one day. There was this one time when I was supposed to stream sometime last year, and literally hours before I was supposed to stream, my second monitor completely stopped working. Ooh. So I wasn't able to get a spare monitor in time for the actual stream. So I was scrambling, and I was hustling. I was like, oh my god, like all my plans to stream are going out the window, and I don't want to cancel stream. What do I do? So I was thinking of some other things, and then I just suddenly thought of Markiplier, and I was like, wait a minute, Markiplier likes to do try not to laugh stuff. Maybe I could give that a try and see if that works out. And I surprisingly got a pretty big turnout, and there were a lot of people that were really engaged in the stream, and I was like, you know what, like if I'm getting this positive a turnout, I might as well just keep this. And eventually that delved into me talking about music on stream, because I was starting to get more people that wanted to talk about music, and I saw that a lot of the common interest with the people in the community was about music. So I was like, you know what? People love sharing things, and people love sharing music. So I'm gonna have this be a regular thing on the stream, and it's been fantastic.
It has been a vibe, and it's cool because like that's what you have to do when you're a content creator. You have to try things out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's funny because sometimes a tech situation can literally push you in a direction that you actually wanted to go in but wasn't aware of or was afraid to give it a try. And so like if you have tech issues and whatnot and you can figure a way around it, don't panic. Don't be like, no, it's done, I'm giving up. Be like, okay, hold on, what can I do? And you may mess around and find some gold, like shells right here, an example, some like pure gold.
Yeah, I remember when I first started streaming on Twitch, I did want to talk about music on my streams, but I couldn't really find a way to incorporate that in my streams, especially considering that I started out so small and I was stuck on, I want to say, the 2 to 3 viewer average threshold for the first, I want to say, 1.5 to 2 years that I was streaming on Twitch. And it was a struggle too. And it was something that I always wanted to talk about. But again, I couldn't really figure out how to incorporate that. I kind of just figured that in order to be a successful Twitch streamer, you had to stream one video game. And that wasn't really something that I was interested in because I have ADHD and I tend to just like jump all over the fucking place. So
yeah.
There'll be this period of time when I would just hyper fixate on a game for, I want to say, 2 or 3 weeks straight, and then there'll just be a week where I'll switch between 2 or 3 different games, and I'm just like, I don't like just sticking to one type of game or one game or even just one type of game or one type of content. I need to diversify somehow, or else I'm gonna go fucking insane.
No, yeah, I can definitely understand. I definitely understand how you feel there. While I don't have ADHD, at least to my knowledge, I like variety. Like, I can lock in on a game that got my attention, but overall, I do like to explore and expand and try out different things. This is one of the reasons why I brought back the podcast, because, I like sitting down and just chatting with everyone and chatting with friends and, just sharing like the real good vibes, of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, definitely understand. Like, variety is really cool. Variety is really cool.
Yeah, and I've heard some people say, well, being a variety streamer isn't really I've seen people advise against being a variety streamer, especially if you're starting out on Twitch, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, like, at the end of the day, just do whatever makes you happy, and the right people will come along and they'll not only say hi, but they'll stay.
Exactly. See, if I had a bigger desk, I'd be like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I would break something. Everything would probably fall apart. Stream end in chaos. But no.
Yeah. Oh, you should see me, especially during the day everything streams, because there will be times where I would just go and just fucking whack at my desk or my chair arm because I'm just like, oh, this person is so hot. I cannot. Not raging because I keep getting my ass kicked by a boss, but raging because someone like Dasha, for example, is like, hey, what do you want me to do? You want me to lift you up? And I'm just like,
uppies. Oh crap, uppies.
just uppies.
Right, just uppies. Yeah, that advice, I'm not a fan of that advice where it says don't be a variety streamer. Focus on one game. Because, like, look, contrary to popular belief or whatever belief, anyone can see if you are masking enjoyment from something that you're not enjoying. I think I said that backwards, but you know what I mean. They can tell if you're having fun, And the overall idea is something that I always talk about and preach, even in my summer creative advice. I think I said it sometimes, maybe. You want to attract people to your vibe, to you. Watch this be like the quietest part of the stream of me. I'm just like miming. But no, you want to attract people to you and your vibes. I think that's the best way to go. Versus, let's say, if I mained Fortnite, or if Chell's mained, let's say,
a DPS in Overwatch.
Yeah, in Overwatch. And a year down the line, for whatever reason, Fortnite and Overwatch yeets out of existence for whatever reason. And now we have to change our, content of what we have, and people, followed us because they like us only playing Overwatch or Fortnite, or somewhere down the line we, decide like we want to expand out and stuff like that. And it's hard to like transition if you are known for a game. That's why I say it's best to be known for you, because that way people like your vibes. They mess around. They want to like see how, like, let's say Chell's react in a horror situation. How would Chell's handle Five Nights at Freddy's? Or how would Chell's handle Date Everything? Or
oh no,
or an action game or something like that. And it'll be like in that context of how will Chell's or how will Neon handle this situation, and they'll be curious versus like, oh no, you're not playing this game, I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? So yeah, I always say
it's funny that you mentioned both horror games and Overwatch in the same breath, because those are I remember especially during the first several years that I was starting out on Twitch that I used to just delve a lot in the type of games that I would play. Mm-hmm. There was this one period of time when I would play Overwatch a lot on stream. And then there was also another period of time, this happened very recently, closer to the beginning of this year, where I tried to play Silent Hill on stream. And I found that neither playing Overwatch nor Silent Hill really worked for me because, number one, well, in the case of Overwatch specifically, when I would try to make long-form content about Overwatch to post on YouTube, people would just full-on expect me to be some sort of professional player, when really all I wanted to do was share like this like really funny shit that happened during some of my Overwatch streams. And then they would come and comment some really rude stuff. They'd be like, oh, like, this is what happens when you're a bronze player. I'm just like, well, no fucking shit. I'm not playing comp. I'm just playing quick play for the vibes. Like, calm down. And then with the case of Silent Hill, along with some technical issues that I had with Silent Hill that made me just not want to play the game on stream anymore, I come to found that playing horror games on stream wasn't really something that I enjoyed in general, because I get scared very easily, and there would be times when I would get so scared that I would pause the game and spend more time trying to calm myself down than the actual situation itself. So it's one of those things where, I used to experiment a lot with my content on Twitch, and I feel like I've only very recently got into the flow of things that I really, really like, and I really got a lock. I have a true lock on what kind of content I want to do on Twitch.
I feel you. Yeah. Other guy was like, gonna only play Minecraft. Look, that works. Like, it's nothing wrong. Like, overall, in the grand scheme of things, becoming a content creator, you can choose whatever path you want in order to make it. You can main a game. You can have like 3 games. You can be a variety streamer, or you can main like a category in Twitch where it's like music or just chatting and stuff like that. You can make all that stuff. You can still reach success. So it's not me saying or Chell saying, variety is the only true loyal way to go. And I know that's not what other guys saying either. But for everyone out there that watches this on YouTube, there's multiple different paths.
The beauty of creation, and this is something that I do apologize for cutting you off, Neon. The beauty about content creation is that you can make whatever you want as a content creator. I've seen some people make some content out of the wildest shit possible that you couldn't even imagine. Yet people would just sit there and they just watch the content. As long as, really, like, just anything, as long as you can show how passionate you are in the thing that you're talking about or showcasing in whatever content that you're making, people will come and people will stay. True. So that being said, there are content creators that will stick with just one genre of something or stick with one game, and it works for them. And there will be other content creators like me and Neon, for example, that like to delve into other topics, and that works for us. So really, it's about whatever works for you. And again, the beauty about content creation is that you can always revise your content, and you can always take a look at everything afterwards, and just kind of ask yourself, okay, what is working for me, what doesn't, what can I bring into the next time I post or make content, and what doesn't seem to be working.
Exactly. And also, the funny thing to talk about this too, because I was gonna make summer creator advice on this. Hold on, then my brain was like, nope, you forgot. Wait, okay, hold on. Ain't no way, I just erased it from my brain that fast. Maybe I do have ADHD. Hold on. Okay, hold on. We was talking about, shoot. I was gonna mention about the value, but that was the second part. See, my brain was running on like 20 ideas at once, and I don't write nothing down. I'm always like, I'm gonna remember this, and my brain is like, don't be so sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know. I forgot about it. We're gonna go with the second thought that is just now in my head. Value. You always. That's gonna bother me now, because my brain is like, it was something that you're gonna make summer creative advice about. Another thing I suggest, like to bring up too, is when someone is like, you gotta bring value to your content and whatnot. The value is not what you can plug in to your content, like comical stuff and moments like that. The value is you. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. You're not in competition with other people. Dang. Okay, recovered. So yeah, also everyone out there, remember, I was gonna make some creative advice on that. People always say that you're in competition with everyone out there, and no, you're not. Do you know how many people that is in the United States alone? And that's not including the rest of the world. That's why I said alone. You know how many people that exist on this world that has internet access? You're going to find someone that vibes with you, or have multiple types of vibes,
Yep.
You'll find someone that likes chills with the music and the chaos that happens, and at the same time they're also like someone else that is like cozy and chill and calm, or maybe a music DJ. That is the beauty, like Chelsea say, about content creation.
Yeah, diverse amount of content that is on the internet, and a diverse amount of creators that are content creators, just as much as there's a diverse audience in general. So say for example, I had a friend that is also very ingrained in Twitch culture, but the type of Twitch streamers that he personally likes watching streams for are people that do speed runs of video games, professional League of Legends players, and people who, for example, he really liked watching streamers that played The Binding of Isaac, because that was a game that was one of his favorite games of all time, and he just really liked people playing The Binding of Isaac with pretty much all the characters that are on there. So yeah, it's not really, when people say that there is an infinite amount of competition especially when it comes to content creation, I'll just say to them, yeah, there's an infinite amount of competition, but at the same time, comparison is the thief of joy, because no two content creators are exactly alike, just like how no two content consumers are exactly alike as well. So if you keep comparing yourself to all these other content creators and the following that they have and the growth that they have compared to yours, it's not going to be productive.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the only person that you can compare yourself to is the person that you were yesterday.
Exactly. Hold on. I think me and Chels just got on the same wavelength. Because I was about to be like, I would say something just like that. The biggest competition is yourself. Because it's easy to get inside one's own head. I had to combat that in many different ways over the years of being a content creator.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's just within the last couple of years, I would say, that I finally got to a point where I was like, F it. I'm just gonna do stuff. And sometimes, a little demon sitting on my shoulder like, nah, bro, you can't do that. And I'm just like, stunned for like 2 seconds.
especially in an industry like content creation and social media in general, where it's very, very easy to get caught up in numbers. And I was just talking about this with a friend of mine too, who felt that her worth was tied to the amount of engagement that she got in her social media. And I had to tell her, no, that's not it. Like it's, at the end of the day, it's very easy to get caught up in those numbers, but it's not indicative to the amount of value or the amount of worth that you bring as a human being.
Exactly. And I was laughing because Nathan is right. The second biggest competitor is OBS and Crack. Oh my goodness, you are so right for that. Oh my goodness.
Can real for that. Also, this is too late for me to ask this. Am I allowed to swear on the stream? Because I dropped a few F-bombs.
Actually, no, I'm gonna get the. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, you can swear. I don't care.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, it's, numbers can definitely try to catch you up. And what I do, like, I believe like Chell's posted on this. She cuts off her numbers. I keep an eye on my numbers, but like I said in the previous podcast with Prince, the numbers to me is just like how numbers is in video games, where you have like a simulator and whatnot, and you're doing different tasks every day, and like the numbers go up. It's kind of like I guess like a consistency thing. I feel like every time I explain this, it makes me sound like, so everyone just numbers to you? No, people are real to me. Okay, the community what matters the most. Okay, don't take it out of context. I'm trash at explaining stuff, but in my head when I'm looking at numbers, I am not letting them control me, where just like, oh man, these numbers are just like, they're just, I guess, like pixels on the screen. The more important part is, is everyone vibing with me, and not on the level where it's like, if I have someone come in chat be like, you suck, I'm just like, oh man, I need to change up my strat. No, like if I'm putting out positive vibes out there and people are enjoying just chilling, whether lurking or chatting, or see me acting a fool, saying silly stuff out of nowhere, like that's what matters. If I'm creating a space where everyone is just like, I had a tough day, but I know Neon can get me through at least these 3 hours because it's chill. So like that's the most important thing. And trust me, I want to be successful. I want to be up there with Kai Cenat and whatnot,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy the journey and have fun and take it easy mentally on myself with stuff, because I could lock in. I could lock in and be like, there's numbers. No, but yeah, I don't want to do that. That's not fun at all.
Yeah, especially too because a lot of people think when they try to get into content creation or social media that they think that it's that social media, especially with growing your following, is a sprint. But it's more so like a marathon, and if you treat it like a sprint, you're going to crash out real fast. And I've learned that. I've gone through that so many times, where there's this whenever I see myself hyperfixating on numbers, that's when I tell myself, okay, this is getting too unhealthy for you. You need to take a step back and just take a breather, because you need to chill.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily with social media too, and like again, there's I'll see people try to get into social media and they try to get as viral as they possibly can within a short period of time, and it's not necessarily a sprint, it's a marathon. These sort of things take time, and especially too, I kind of feel like whenever people get a huge following really fast, I kind of question how much of the people that follow them, and I'm not trying to like bag on their fan base too, because there'll be some people that will genuinely follow someone because they really like the content, but at the same time you'll see people that will follow because they want to see the next like viral thing happen, or say if it's someone that's talking about a controversial topic, they want to see more of that, and sometimes people will follow because I don't know where exactly I was going with here.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying. It's not like
Mhm.
they're authentically following you for you or for the content that you're producing. Because, okay, this is going to sound funny. What Shells explained is entirely different from if someone was following us, like me and Shells, if we mained Overwatch. That's something completely different because a person follow us for Overwatch. They like to see the game and they like to see how we play the game.
Yeah.
And what Shells is describing is like someone who's just there to freaking. They're just there for the chaos. They don't care about anything else. They just want to, they may like how you present what chaos is happening, but they don't care really about anything else but whatever juicy tea that you can spill, and they can come in and chat and help hate, stuff like that. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's the other guy. And other guy, you are correct. Competition. Wait, let me ask my mom back real quick. Competition is overall misinformation if you're out there thinking that you're competing with other people in a competition sense.
Yeah. I like the whole mentality of that either, because especially with content creation and social media where it's very straightforward, like numbers of a lot of the growth that you see is based off of people, and it's very easy to get jealous of another person and to try to tear them down in order to bring yourself back up. But it's honestly just very counterproductive and very petty is the most blunt way to put it.
Yeah, no, for real. Like me and another friend of mine, I love him to death. D-Rad Punks, awesome content creator, artist, streamer, always good vibes. We both share vaporwave and retro wave aesthetics, but it is so different at the same time. And in fact, because we both share the same aesthetics, it's another bridge. And that's how everyone should actually see, their fellow peers in content creation. If you like Shells like music, and Shells come across someone else like music, they see each other as like, oh, this is a bridge. I like music. You like music. Like I have an apple. I have a pen.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually collaborate with other people and see if you can get inspiration from them and from other places, because they can also provide insight and perspective that you may not have even thought about if you just try to if you hadn't asked them in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I always see everyone around me as inspiration. It doesn't matter if they started before, same time, or after, and they reach their goals of like partner or something like that. Like I this year alone, so many of my friends become partner, and it has not hit me like, oh man, that should be me. I'm just like, yo, I want to be on that level one day. Like, okay, I see it. Like, okay, congratulations, my peeps, they winning, we winning. Let me feed off that
exactly
so I can push for it too.
Yeah.
So,
oh man, I can't wait until both of us become partners one day, Neon.
Oh, it's gonna be a vibe. I don't even know how I'm gonna celebrate. I don't even know. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna happen someday, but it's like I said earlier, especially with Twitch streaming, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So I've just been taking things like really laid back and trying to not stress out about the numbers, but just like my primary focus right now is to meet people and to I just love talking with other streamers in general, and I love seeing what kind of stuff that they play.
Yeah, and what I've noticed too is that that's not the sentence I'm trying to lead off with. Also, what like everyone should notice, which I've been trying to do this year, but I've just been so busy with my digital scrapbook. At any point in time, if anyone out there feel like, man, I'm not progressing, I'm not getting anywhere, I'm feeling stuck, look back at the very first time you start and then compare to now, and you'll see like the growth. Like, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I look back and I see I started out with no cam, janky headset, PlayStation 4. Only could stream through PlayStation 4. And I think about it now, I have a gaming PC, which seems like, what? I have an Elgato, PlayStation 5. I got OBS, which please do not give me the problem that you'd be giving other people one day, where I'm just like, I can't stream y'all. And just like my followers over the years have just like grown and stuff. I actually like casually just pay attention, like, oh yeah. And then when I see how I'm close to a milestone, I'm just like, oh snap, hold on, I almost have this many followers. My friends have to actually be like, yo, you close to this many? I'm like, huh? I am. But yeah, just like look back, you know, and
oh yeah.
Also, stop calling your old stuff cringe. Like, people need to stop doing that. I've been wondering if people be like, do you think old you would appreciate you being called cringe right now?
Dude, it always gets me whenever people call anything before 2020 TikTok cringe, because honestly,
True.
TikTok was considered fairly brand new still back in the day, like between 2018 and 2020. Yeah. And it was before like every other video that you would see on your TikTok would be someone trying to tell you something too. People would just post whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. Even if it was super, super cringe, as what people would say, to be cringe is to be free. So people were free, and they weren't worried about like trying to fulfill a quota or trying to sell you something. They would just post things for shits and giggles.
Exactly. And it's all about having fun, you know. You just gotta have fun with it all at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And Nathan is right. You say, since you did your best, you got to where you are. Exactly, you know. And it's always a growing process.
Yeah.
And a learning
process.
Process.
Everyone starts somewhere. And growing is not linear either.
Oh yeah, I did some creative advice on that too. Growing. Okay, hold on. I'm about to blow y'all mind if y'all haven't seen my TikTok yet, or not blow your mind. Growing is succeeding, plateauing, and failing. All of that is a part of growth, because you can learn from each of those three things. If you succeed, then you know you have a formula that's working. Go for it. Keep doing. If you plateau, then you know, like, okay, sit down, brainstorm. What's the next step? Don't be depressed about it. Don't let it bother you. You know, think about other things you may want to do. You know, and keep going. At the very least, if you like plateaued, you know, you're not falling backwards. But here's the plot twist: if you are falling backwards, number one, you've at least took that chance to do something that you may have been afraid to do. And regardless if it worked or not worked, you have built character development there, because you're like, okay, I'm not afraid to take a chance on this. Wait, Chels, move? Okay, I see you blinking.
If you've never, how do you know what success feels like? Exactly. Yes. And a lot of people are scared of failure because they mean that failure is a completely bad thing. They think that just because they failed, that's the end for them. But it's not necessarily an end. It's more so like a window, if that makes sense. A failure is a chance for you to look and reassess what you did and say, okay, clearly this did not work for me. Let me take the time to process this. Let me get my self-care in. Let me just feel all the emotions that come with this failure, and then maybe come a day or a week, take another look at it and see what can I do to improve from this.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of things, like at most too, like if you like try something and it didn't work out, you never know, that very same thing, something from that project that didn't work out may become a key element to a future project that completely skyrockets. Something similar, kind of not really similar at the same time, asterisk, exclamation, what? The situation with me is that there's a lot of aesthetics that I have created over the years, and some I'm just like, nah, I don't like this.
I
let it sit, come back to it a month later. I'm like, hold on, this is actually fire. What was I on? You know, and yeah, like one day I'll have to make like a video about it. I have to see if I can find it because like once it works, I'm just like it's blended in with history. But yeah, you know, don't be afraid to take chances. Don't look at success as winning and then look at plateauing as being stagnant and failing as losing. No, all three of those is all part of the progress and process of growing.
Embrace failure just as much as success, because failure can teach you just as much as success does. And honestly, every single failure that you come across along the way makes your next one so much more worth it.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next question. We got into that one. I like that. That was
yeah.
But what inspires you to create content? What is your inspirations?
Say the thing that inspires me to make content, especially on Twitch, is just I love talking to other people, and I love Twitch especially as a platform because you meet so many like-minded people on that platform. And Twitch has gotten me through a whole bunch of shit. It has been through me through some of the lowest lows of my entire life, and what inspires me to make content on Twitch especially is the amount of community that I see. And you get to meet so many like-minded people who are so passionate about what it is that they do, and you meet other people and you really get to see how other people present themselves on Twitch, and that alone serves as inspiration for me. And just I just like to talk about I like to use Twitch primarily as a platform for things that for me to just talk about stuff that it just gives me a space where I can be myself. And that alone, like the fact that Twitch has provided me with a lot of opportunity to show up as my most authentic self, is inspiration enough for me to stream on Twitch in the first place. Because Twitch is I'm not exaggerating when I say this, Twitch is my entire life. A lot of my social interaction on Twitch, or a lot of my social interaction in general, whether it's in real life settings or online settings, it's all on Twitch.
Yeah, and see, that's cool, and it's also like legit, because like another thing I really don't like is when people is like, you know, you got to get IRL friends. The way technology has evolved over the years, you can connect with people on many different ways and meet some of the most amazing people online. You know,
it's honestly a very asinine and outdated point of view whenever people will say, "Oh, online friendships aren't real." I have made some lifelong friends through Twitch. I have, again, Twitch has been there for me when my real life was essentially falling apart at the seams.
Yeah.
So, and I have actually met some of my friends on Twitch in real life too, and they're just really, really supportive, and they're just there for you when sometimes other people aren't.
No, that is true. That is true. And yo, other guy, look, that's exactly why I wanted to do this podcast. That's exactly why I be who I be. I'm hoping that I can inspire people to either keep going or just take that next step. Go for it, other guy. Do it. Start streaming. You know, start making content. Explore.
Do it.
Do all that stuff. I believe in
even if you think it is the most scuffed thing that you've ever put on the internet ever.
Yeah.
Don't just keep going. Keep going.
Embrace the scuff. Embrace it, because
yes, embrace the scuff.
Scuff adds flavor to the content. It really does. And also, we can't help technology. If OBS decides to start twerking for whatever reason, now we sound robotic. We can't fix that. just look for something else, until we get it
And
fixed.
so many times where I've almost rage quit my streams and almost rage quit Twitch altogether because of something that has happened on OBS.
Yeah.
But I would just be like, okay, just think about all the pros that you get from streaming and compare that to the amount of times that you like OBS has somehow shit itself.
Yeah.
And just weigh everything out, see if you like that more than OBS, and then go from there.
Exactly.
Exactly, from scuff then comes the polish and time we polish. Yeah, because the most beautiful and intricate like statues that you see, marble statues, clay statues, anything of that sort, what did those start off as? Rock. And sometimes rocks are always very jagged, and it takes a while of chipping away at it to really reveal the vision that you see inside of that piece of rock.
Exactly, yeah. You gotta trust the process, as I always say.
Yeah, trust the process.
And I have to tell myself with creating stuff, because I want to become more active on my coffee page. Like, I got some really cool things, coming through, hopefully soon in the future. I just gotta sit down and get with it. But when I'm creating stuff, I'm sitting here like, this doesn't look right. And in the back of my mind, there's that little, little mouse on my shoulders like, yo, just give up, move on, come back to it in like a month or so. And I'm just like, nope, gotta trust the process. And when I get to that final process, if I didn't like it, I will tell myself, go back and look at, other examples and like really break down. And it'll come to me, like, well, add this to it. And then once I add something to it, it's like, okay, this is exactly what I envisioned. Or, as my spit try to take me out, I'll do something so scuff, it actually comes out fire AF. Like, I'm just like, I can't find anything right now. But actually, hold on. If y'all like follow my social media and y'all have seen, I don't want to tab because I don't want to break the podcast. Like, it's working perfectly now. But if y'all have seen some of the posts where I did the new night run aesthetic that I'm trying to get popular to go along with vaporwaves and stuff like that, I was just goofing around like, I wonder how these different shaders would look. And I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. So yeah, scuff can like straight up turn into fire. Like, you never know. And it circles back to what you were saying, where they ran into a scuff situation, did a try not to laugh music, boom, found what they was looking for, like out the gate right there.
And there's a period of time too, going back into what I said earlier, there's this period of time when I was streaming, and this happened probably the first 1.5 to 2 years that I was streaming. I was afraid of showing a lot of what I actually liked on stream, because I had this whole conception that if you streamed these kinds of games and if you played this kind of music on stream, then people will like you and they will flock to your channel. And again, going back into what we talked about, sometimes things that people typically like mainstream may not always align with what you personally like as a content creator. And that's the thing about being a content creator, is that a lot of who you are as a content creator and as a human being revolves around your personality. So I was afraid to go into that music sort of thing, because I did see musicians on Twitch, I didn't really see people that like to talk about music on Twitch. So I remember there was this one time when this is when another huge inspiration of mine is someone by the name of Blair. I have mentioned her before, but Blair was a huge inspiration into kicking my ass into the kind of content that I make now. Because I distinctly remember this one time when Blair was doing like a just chatting segment, and she was just like sitting at her desk and just vibing and hanging out. And meanwhile, there was this one classic rock song that was playing in the background. If you guys are familiar with it, it's called Roxanne by The Police.
Oh yeah,
and
I love that song.
A lot of people really vibed with her anyway, and she still had there were a lot of people that were still very active in her chat because of what she was doing. And before I met Blair, I used to have this whole playlist of DMCA free music because I was very afraid that if I were to try to stream the music that I actually like, I would get in trouble by Twitch for doing that sort of thing. So the day I saw that and I saw Blair just vibing it out and playing while that song was playing, I just thought to myself, wait a minute, what the fuck am I doing with my content? Why am I trying to mold myself into this thing? But meanwhile, I see people just like being successful by showing this, and even if it's not considered mainstream by a lot of people. So that was when I really just sat down. I was like, okay, I'm gonna completely redo the way that I see streaming, and it's gotten me into a really good point of where I want to be.
Yeah, and oh man, it's such a beautiful journey. In my case, for like a long time, I wanted to only share that part of me with someone that, you know, was special, like relationship. And
yes,
it took a friendship that was short and sweet to get me into like my poetic vibes, and then get me onto the track of where I was just like, hold on, the part of me that I'm keeping away from everyone except for those who like know me, that is Neon when he was a child. I need to bring that Neon out and share it with everyone. That's why y'all see the whole vaporwave stuff and love and and the different things that I created. I just went and grabbed young Neon and just put him in the current day Neon. So it's like young Neon, but like an adult with the sense. That was weird.
Too, when you finally realize that there's that one element, and it may be scary bringing out something that is deep within your core and who you are as a person out in something public like the internet, but at the same time it's very fulfilling and it's almost healing to your inner child.
Yes, it is, and it turns out like y'all like it, so I'm just like, yo, what I'm talking about. And yes, bring back vaporwave arcades. I post stuff like that on my Instagram and stuff, so if y'all, hold on, I can do this for my...
Bring back vaporwave Taco Bell and vaporwave Target. Bring back the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell buildings. Right. Bring those things back.
Right. If y'all want to check out all kind of vaporwave stuff, pick any of those social medias. That's where I post most of my stuff on. Because I do have a series that I need to get back to work on like this week or next week, because this is Saturday, called Vapor Weird, where I talk about different tech that's in the gaming history that didn't work out, and it's actually really fun, like doing research and looking into all that stuff. Another aspect of who I am slowly coming out, and that is the beautiful thing about the journey of content creation. Once you get over that first hurdle of presenting your true self, other parts from the corner of your own universe will just seamlessly just seep in and just be there, and you just like having all the fun in the world, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. But next question, how do you balance content creation, IRL, and mental health? The big three.
I'm really glad you asked that, because it's something that I am constantly I don't want to say struggle with. It's something that I am constantly thinking about. So I do constant internal check-ins with myself every day, every week, when it comes to how it is with balancing my content creation versus life and mental health and things like that. And I know for a fact that content creation and mental health are very intertwined with each other. Okay. As I said earlier, whenever I start focusing on numbers in content creation, that's when I realize, okay, I need to take a step back and take a break from this for a while, just so I can reset. Because otherwise, if I keep hyper fixating on this, I'm not going to be productive, and this is going to be this is going to hinder my growth as a content creator in general. So I just do constant internal check-ins with myself. I feel like I constantly revise my schedule on Twitch, but one of the main reasons why I revise my schedule on Twitch on a constant basis is because I'm always checking in with my mental health. And there'll be some weeks where streaming for 3 times a week isn't necessarily ideal. And so then I'll have to be like, okay, because this and this is happening in my life, I need to dial back streaming a little bit so I can focus on those other things. And just more so like try to balance content creation with life stuff in general, like say a full-time job. I feel like with the full-time job that I'm in right now, I am able to stream for 2 to 3 times a week because of it. But there was this period of time when, even though I was doing the full-time job and streaming, I didn't really have the mental health to make long-form content on social media. So there would be times where I would just go into making long-form content gung-ho, and I get severely burnt out from making long-form content, because that would be all I would focus about during my downtime. Or even whether it's doing work or whether it's at home, I felt like there would be times where I couldn't really relax because I was constantly thinking about making long-form content, and I would get anxiety over the fact that I wasn't making long-form content, and it would just spiral more and more downhill. So it's just more so, again, constantly assessing what you can and can't do, even if it changes from week to week, and being realistic about your capabilities. And if you realize that one week that you can do all of these things, but then there's another week where you have all these other life commitments come up and it's not really possible for you to do those other things, just more so just try to reassess everything and just do check-ins with yourself. Ask yourself what if you're doing well, and ask yourself, hey, like, how do I feel because of this, and how does am I feeling good about this? Am I feeling more stressed thinking about balancing content creation with full-time job and things like that? And the most important thing I would say is to just give yourself grace and to not beat yourself up over everything, because again, social media is very much a mental game, because it's very easy to get mentally caught up in things like numbers and likes and followers and things like that. And just constantly check in with yourself, see how you're doing. If something doesn't work, nix it altogether, or nix it for 1 week, take a look at it the next week, and see if you can slowly start bringing that back into the scheme of things.
Change and grace is very important when it comes to being a content creator. You know, I talked about that too with some of creative advice. You know, embrace change. You know, don't be afraid to go with the flow and adapt to whatever your surroundings is requiring you to do for the sake of yourself. And also give yourself grace, because, you know, again, the biggest competitor is yourself, you know, where you are constantly judging each and every one of your choices. And I'm getting better at this, but I clash with myself because I'm stubborn. I can check in on myself and be like, can I do this? And someone's out to be like, boom, yes, you can. And I'm like, maybe I can. And then the logical part, like my body be like, all right, you can go ahead and try. Sipping coffee in the back, like, get ready to hit that emergency brake, so when he wakes up the next day and he's feeling like he just drank 20 cups of coffee, he'll get the gist and take the week off or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
And then it'll happen. I'll be over here shaking like, what the? I'm popping out. Stop. But
Yeah, because very recently I had to take a break from streaming altogether for I want to say 3 months because um there was a lot that was happening in my life. I was sort of in an unfavorable living situation, and I realized that I had to move out and move into a place of my own. So I had that. I also started a relationship around the same time that and there was just so many things that were going on at the same time that I felt that content creation and streaming was more mentally draining on my health than it was mentally fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I had to make a really hard decision of taking a break from streaming for at the time and a definite period of time just so I can really, really focus on the other life commitments that I had. And once I was able to finally get a hold of the other life commitments that I had that was going on with me settling into my new place and unfortunately with the relationship ending, that was when I was able to revisit content creation and streaming and be like, okay, now that this is out of the way, now I can start bringing content creation and streaming back little by little. And there have also been period of times in the past where I had to take massive breaks from streaming because of something else that would come up. Like for example, when I was just starting streaming on Twitch, I had to take a break for a very, very long time because I was going through the lowest point of my entire life. And there was this one instance where I was in and out of the hospital 3 separate times in the same month, and it wasn't really viable for me to do streaming because of all the shit that was going on in my life. So again, it's just like really bringing home the fact that it's okay to reassess yourself daily, weekly, monthly. Just do constant check-ins on yourself to see how everything is doing and how you're balancing everything. If something doesn't work, nix it, move on.
Yeah. And two, also, like, don't worry about, you know, when you come back, you know, what the numbers gonna look like. When you have a community that loves and supports you, that's there for you, they will straight up be like, no, stop streaming right now. Take a break. Take all the time. We'll be here. And the moment you come back,
exactly.
Yeah, and the moment you come back, they'll be right there in the front lines welcoming you with open arms, hugs, and all that good stuff.
Yes, because you will build a community that really, really looks out for you and really wants your best interests at heart. And if you have people in your community that say otherwise and they think that you essentially have to be like a dancing, singing monkey for to provide them entertainment, they're not really a true. They're not really people of worth in the community. They're toxic.
Yeah, they really are. Cause like, let me answer this back. Because I have friends that will literally, like inside and outside of content creation, that will straight up DM me and be like, yo, Neon, how are you doing? You know, how are you holding up? And in many cases, in a lot of cases, most cases, come in the chat and say something that will snap me into like, you know what, hold on, I think I do need to like take a break or something like that. And that's like how awesome like building a genuine community can be, you know, people that can just like read your vibes and on the same wavelength and just understand and know.
Yeah, exactly. There was in my most recent stream, I had a thought, had a completely irrelevant thought come up in the middle of me playing Date Everything, and I was like, "Oh shit, should I take care of this? No, actually, it's fine. I'll take care of it at a later time." And then 3 people picked up on it, which I was really surprised about, and they're like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm just like, "I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not crashing out. I just spaced out for a moment. Everything's fine."
Was it when I was like, do I need to throw hands?
Yeah, it was that moment, Neon.
I came in with Boxing Love, like, okay, who was it? Who was it? I was scanning through chat.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah.
behind the scenes? Also, welcome in, War. War is the homie. He is one of the main reasons why the podcast is what it is. Special shout out to him. He does not stream. He totally streams when he feels like it. But he's a cool dude. he had my back since day one of the podcast. Like literally pulled me to the side when I first started and was like, yo, bro, this is it. I like this podcast. He helped me structure the first podcast and whatnot. And then I went into hiatus and I came back and I wanted to feel like more like natural and stuff, which War had told me beforehand. He's like, take notes and write down the stuff that you want to talk about, and eventually this stuff will come natural to you. And homie was right. Homie, he's the counselor of the NeonVibeVerse for a reason. So go show him some love. Yo, Bully, what's up? Had to shout out War real quick because dude is goated. He had my back since day one. But yeah, it is. That's why I always say it's great to make to build a genuine community. Cut out anyone that doesn't fit the vibes. If you change and someone has a problem with the change, like if you start out being sus and then you just like, you know what, nah, I don't want my content to be about me making such jokes and stuff, I want to change it this way, and you do this, and then people in your community have a problem with it, they're not the real ones, because the real ones are going to be like, we respect it and help enforce the boundary. They will go to bat for you against the other people that is there just to be sus and whatnot. They'll be like, hold on, we gotta put on these gloves real quick because our leader said no. Facts.
Yeah, Neon, you've been very supportive in the past too, because there have been times where I would mention something that was mildly inconveniencing, and then Neon would be in chat and be like, all right, who we throwing hands with? Who we throwing hands with?
Exactly.
Let me at him.
No, I will always have Chell's back. I'll have anyone back, that is cool with me having. And I have to sometimes talk to myself and be like, hold on, I need to calm down, because like I'm Chell's mod, right? And Chell's, I can read when obviously if someone comes into the chat and start overreaching to put down the ban hamburger. I'm hungry. Ban hamburger. The ban hamburger. Like, hold on, you need to eat and then go because you're not part of this community. But no, I can obviously tell.
Eat this ban hammer.
Yeah, right. But like, I can obviously tell. But also, I respect Shell's boundaries of what limits she has set. And look, I'm bad at communication sometimes. I don't ask Shells like, so when should I actually ban? So I just read Shells, multiply that by how I would react, subtract that, prove it's a triangle, and then decide. Because at default, if someone comes into Shells' chat, even if she was like cool with someone coming in the chat like, yo, hey babe, even if she was like, no, that's level 1, I brush that off. I'm already like, alert. Watching you like a hawk. If it was my stream, ban.
Yeah.
But
there's also the mod Bible too that I have for the mods in chat.
Yeah. Which I don't think I've read that yet. Hold on. I'm a bad mod who just ready to ban. And I'm also a bad streamer. Like, War is one of my mods, and I will forget to tell him, be like, yo, can you shout this person out? I'll just be over here like shouting people out.
Yeah.
War literally had to yell at me in chat and behind the scenes like, bro, I'm a mod for a reason. I'm like, you're right, bro. He's just like, I can hear him shaking his head like, neon. Like, actually, War is really chill. So he was like, bro, you gotta let me help you.
This means War says, what's one thing you wish you had known when you first started streaming?
Ooh, good question.
I think we touched on this in earlier questions as well. One thing I wish I knew going into streaming was that, which isn't necessarily just exclusive for streaming video games. Because had I known that I could just vibe and talk about music and be able to build a community based off of talking about music, because that is something that I've always been interested in growing up, and this it's what I wanted to be when I first got interested in content creation, was talking about music. And that was primarily the thing that I wish I knew going into Twitch streaming, was that I can build a community with talking about music right off the bat, just as successfully as I would building a video game that is based off of playing video games.
Yeah. And yeah, like for me, one of the things I wish to, I will answer this question 100 times over because, I don't care. I like answering this question. I wish out the gate that I could just be myself. Because when I first started streaming, I have no records of this because I did not do clips or save VODs and stuff like that. I was just a baby. But I thought I had to force a personality out. And
yeah, and it's very easy for viewers to tell too if you're trying to force a personality.
Yeah, and it took me one day doing my first accidental 7-hour stream when I was playing Ghostbusters because I broke the cardinal rule of gaming. When you're about to end, but you're like, let me do this extra step. That's going to be another 10 hours. The game is like, oh, we got you now. And it was Ghostbusters, and I was like, yo, I feel like I'm at the end. Let me do this next chapter and see what happens. 7 hours later, True Neon came out, was just enjoying, having fun, and like streaming honestly helped me like get over a lot of different stuff too. To get over a tangent, like I used to didn't like my voice, and that one day I saw back I think a podcast episode. I was like, you know what, this fella ain't so bad. So now I'm always laughing at the stupid stuff I'm saying.
There was this one time when, closer to the beginning of my streaming career, I had played Stray on stream. And I had looked this up on the internet too beforehand. And the fucking internet was telling me that I could beat the game within 8 to 10 hours. So I was like, okay, well, bet. I'm just going to play Stray all in one stream. I'm just going to vibe with this with my one viewer at the time, Victoria, who's my mod now. And I'm just going to like play this and just try to beat it all in one stream. It'll be a short game, right? No, I was probably 8 hours in that shit, and I wasn't even done. I wasn't even remotely close to beating the game. And I was just like, I'm tired. It's almost 1 a.m. My roommates are probably mad at me because I'm still streaming. I'm just gonna cut it for the night.
No, I'm like the reverse. Everyone in chat have to tell me like, bro, just call it like, no, I get stubborn.
Yeah.
Like, this is an insult. I must beat this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kept trying to go too because I was like, well, what if I'm at the very end and what if the last chapter is right after I end stream for the night? And then my mom was just like, yeah, I want to see you go for 24 hours, but also please get some sleep.
It's actually hilarious. I think I did that one time. I saw a few of my friends do that where they like end stream and then come back next stream like, okay, here we go. We're gonna see how far left the game. Beat it like 15 minutes in. It's like, well, that was unexpected.
Oh yeah. Neon had me end stream because I was like, oh, I casually mentioned like offhandedly that I was meeting up with my bestie the next day, and then Neon was like, end stream right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Like, you don't want to be tired? Like, take it from someone who's always up all night for no reason. Also, I accidentally beat Little Nightmares in one stream. I was so locked in. I was like, okay, 4 hours to beat this game? All right, y'all. Because I had in my mind, I was like, okay, we're going to play some. And when I was getting to the point where I was kind of getting tired, I was like, okay, so, we can finish this next stream. And the next time I know I beat the game, I was like, huh, well, speed run, yeah, right?
There was this one time when I played Wolf Among Us on stream, and I had beat the game without me realizing it, because I had finished up the last chapter, and it kind of seemed like it ended on a cliffhanger, so I was like, oh, well, in any case, this is a good time for me to end stream, and I'll just pick this back up the next day. And then I looked it up the next day, and I was like, oh, I actually beat the game entirely. Speaking of which, Wolf Among Us 2, when are you coming out? Because you've been saying that you've been, like, it said that you guys are going to come out in, like, 2024, 2025. Where the fuck are you guys, huh?
Yeah, bring it out.
I'm waiting for part 2.
I need to play part 1 so I can legitimately say, no, I don't have to play part 1 to legitimately, no, bring out part 2 already. Give me a reason to play part 1.
Yeah.
But,
it's a really good game, but it's just that the QuickTime events are really fast. So there have been times where I've tried to talk to my chat, and I think that the QuickTime event would have like a good amount of time, and then it would just like fucking run out of time on me real fast. I'm just like, oh shit!
Yeah, it was like You're like, okay.
I fucked up this relationship just because I was talking to chat too much. Oops.
Nah, some of those
Shots fired, Debs.
some of those quick time events will be like, okay, so do you want to interrogate or do you want to uninstall this person? Oh, like, okay.
Yeah.
Why did I end so quickly? It was like 10, 9, 3, 2, 1. Like, okay. Yeah, no, sometimes you have to tweak things, you know, to make it work out. And yes, other guy, I have the Sweet Chin music. I have the Tombstone. I have the Band Hammer Glock Blicky on deck, on hand. You know, it'll be literally in my pocket. As soon as someone come and be like, hello, baby, I'm like, boom. I have it on the desk. I'm like, okay. So yeah, my friend didn't react to that, but just so you know, I didn't like that. That was not a very normal, you know, greeting in this community here, you know. And you're not on that level where you can start talking sweet. And I can tell if someone like casually talks like that, because you know some people have there would be like, yo, what's up, babe? You know, something like that. 'Cause United States culture, everyone have pet names.
I did chat and they're like, yo, you got a snap? Can I have your number?
Oh yeah, oh no,
Can I have your
oh
number?
yeah. Now, that immediately is like the cock it and pull it, like, huh? For legal reasons, I am not talking about an actual weapon. Okay, I'm talking about the band hammer. Okay, the cock it and pull it is me hovering over the person's name and hovering over that band. Okay, just so y'all know, I don't own any weapons. The weapons
Execute
is my
this
hands.
man.
This is, hold on, can I show it? No, I'm gonna break something. My mouse and my keyboard is my weapons. Don't ban me, please.
For legal reasons, Twitch, this is a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's all a joke. Please. But let's see. Do I have any other questions? Hold on. Do I have any other questions here?
Yeah, we were talking. Oh, wow. It's already an hour and a half. We were talking for a good while.
Yeah, for real. See, you know, back in the day, I would have. Back in the day, war is like, you know, you gotta time this stuff out right, you know. And now I'm just like yapping. Now they have like no time limits. But it's cool. It's cool because like everyone who knows me knows like, oh, this is gonna be like a yapping good time. Yeah. But since I'm out of questions, it's time to go into the thing I told Shells not to worry about. Where is it? Video game quiz. Timing is important. Timing is important, bro. I know, and I'm like bad at timing. I'm so bad at timing.
Video game quiz?
But yes, video game quiz. I wish I had a more spectacular thing. That would be something in the future. But okay, so.
If anyone else in chat wants to ask more questions too, I'm more than down.
Oh yeah. If you have any questions, like it's always open for questions. This is a whole big chat thing, community talk, discussion thing. So real quick, hopefully this doesn't break. So Shells, here we go. If you have my stream pulled up, if you don't, you can listen to my voice. And so basically, at the end of these streams, we have a video game quiz where I ask all my guests 7 questions, and the points are scored at 5,000 because why not? And your score will be placed up here on the current scores, and you also get to pick a legend's name to add, which can completely be a meme name or an important name, and give them points as well.
Oh my god.
This quiz is not serious, so it's not meant to be like competition, and should you want to be back on the podcast in the future, you can try to knock out your own score as well. So far we have up here Indie Bird and Prince Boy Gerald. So now it's time to add Shells to the mix. Alright, so these questions start out easy and will get harder as we get to the end. So here we go. Alright, question number 1. And anyone can fact check me just in case, because the first one did
scared.
No, that's cool. And you also fact check because the first one did this Indie Bird. I was like, oh, the answer's wrong. With my mod Alice is like, actually, this is the correct answer. They're right. Like, she's right. Like, oh, never mind. You got it. Okay. So yeah, please fact check me if I haven't get it wrong. Okay, so question number 1. What town is Zach Evans? Is Zach Fair from? I'm gonna call him Zach because I think I said his last name wrong. But yeah, what town is he from?
Gaga.
Wait. What'd you say?
Gungaga.
Okay, go. Okay.
Me? Gungaga.
Okay. Discord almost cheated you out of there. Like, there's like, cut out the gun, just leave the Gaga. Why did I say Gonzaga? Oh my goodness. You know what? I should add extra points just for
Gonzaga's a college.
Yeah, right? Hold on. I should add a point for that. But no, Prince already put in petition, like, add half a point. I'm like, bro, I gotta do the math. I ain't mathing right now. That's a future thing. But okay, you got it right. You have 5K. Hold on, make that obvious. You have 5K points on the first question. Nice. Okay. All right, question number 2. What is the main protagonist's name in LA Noire? Oh no, your mic just totally like, no. Don't answer that question.
Cole Phelps.
Okay, good. Yes. Okay. Your mic went straight lawyer mode. Like, no, we would.
Yeah,
have
that's the thing with my mic on Discord.
My attorneys will talk to your attorneys before Chels answer that question. But yes, 5K on that. Let's go. Okay, next question. Yo, Lynn, how you doing? Hello. Okay, next question. Number 3. What are the protectors of the little sisters called in BioShock? A. Nautilus. B. Big Papa. C. Big Daddies. Oh, okay, Discord. Say it again. C? Okay. Discord, you was working fine. Discord was perfectly fine, like... The mic was like, no, let Chels get out. And I got video game is like,
Yeah. Thing about Discord.
I know, Discord be like, wow, then. It be do me like that too, cutting off, and I can't hear people and stuff.
Dude, for real.
Be cutting me off, and I'm over here like, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Discord now is the third competition. Yeah, for real. All right. Question number 4. If I can read this, hold on. Why did I? Okay, anyway. Name 3 characters from the Astral Express of Honkai Star Rail.
March 28th. No, wait. Did I get the date wrong? Fuck. This happened the first I played Honkai 2. March, is it March 14th or is it? I know that's March, but I never get the date right. Is it March 14th?
No, it's not March 14th.
Fuck. Okay. It's March. Oh god, it's been such a long time since I played Honkai. Herda.
Of the Astral Express.
Does she not count as part of the Astro Express?
Nah, she has her own space station. She don't.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh my god. I'm blanking out. There's obviously the protagonist for Honkai.
Yeah, he counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my eye.
God, what's the name of the guy with the spear and the black hair and
Can she phone a friend? You know what, War? Yeah, you can phone a friend. You actually.
Can she phone a friend?
Do you wanna phone a friend? Because you pretty much. I'm gonna give you that one. The guy with the spear and stuff. I'm gonna give you that one. Because there's only one person with a spear on Astral Express.
Yeah.
His
yeah.
name is Dan Hong. So
Dan Hong. That's it.
So
okay.
You have 2. One more.
I know it's March.
You know what? I'm gonna take it. It's March 7th.
March. Oh my god.
Look, it's okay. You got March.
I had this whole bit the very first time I played Honkai too, where it's just like, oh, I know March 28th, and then people in chat started laughing at me. I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, what did I say? And then they said it's March 7th, and then I got introduced to her officially, and I was like, oh shit, you guys are right. Phone a friend. Chels calls Neon on the second phone. Hello?
Yeah, what's up? You want the answer to that?
like-
Yeah, it's March 7th. Dan Hung and the protagonist. You could also go with Welt. I'm gonna say Welt. No, don't call me. I play the game every day and I'm forgetting. But no. When you said March 28th, I bust out laughing because I think I also dubbed down her name a few times myself, and I may have picked the same numbers. And then you started calling other dates, and I forgot. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, it's not March 14th.
Because I knew that it was some sort of multiple of 7. That's what I remember, but I couldn't remember if it was 14. I know it wasn't 28th. I couldn't remember if it was 14 or 7.
Yeah. Well, no, that was good. That was a good answer. You got it. Like, her last name is 7th, first name March. You got it. Like, we don't go around calling her own names like, yo, Neon Beat Games. How you doing? Like, why you calling her own government name? Okay. Question number 5. Name 3 summons in the original Final Fantasy VII.
Bahamut and Shiva.
What was the first one? Because Discord is trolling you again.
Ifrit.
Okay, and you are correct.
Yay! Easy.
Right? Fun fact, only my closest friends call me War. But I call him This Means. Better have that This Means. But no. Fun fact, Ifrit is my favorite summon in the Final Fantasy series. And Shiva in Final Fantasy VIII had me feeling things. That's all we're going to talk about. Anyway, so anyone who played Final Fantasy...
That's super valid.
Yeah. Like, when I first saw that, I was like, am I allowed to even play this game? Hold on. Oh my... Girl? Oh my goodness, hold on. What's your number? Nah, let me stop. Mr. This Means, pal. Yeah, right?
Please, my father goes by This Means. Call me War.
Okay. Question number 6. This is where we get into the hard, difficult territory here. Okay, here you go. All right. When did the very first Final Fantasy? When did the very first Final Fantasy release? Let's go.
1980s?
You said 1980? Hold on, that put the... Wait. Okay, I'll get the whole answer way down here. Okay, what was your answer again?
I want to say the 1980s.
1980s? Okay, which one of the 80s? Which year?
I'm gonna take a guess. 1987.
Yo, that was a goated guess. Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You like F it. 1987. That's correct. Okay.
Let's go.
Right?
Let's go.
So Final Fantasy, since Final Fantasy VII, the OG, the first Final Fantasy was released in December 18th, 1987 in Japan, and 3 years later, in 1990, it was released in the States. So that was goated. Hold on, what we get? So we got 10 biddies. Yo, let's go. Thank you for the biddies.
Let's go. Thank you, Gooby.
All right, let me put the points there. So hold on, let me put the points there. So I'm gonna be blind and be like shaving off points. Well, yeah, no. Okay. Anyway, that's not the next question. Okay, here we go. Final question. Let's see if you get this one. If you get this one here, I'm not gonna even lie. I won't. I was gonna say I'll backflip, but I can't backflip. I'm not gonna risk breaking my neck. Okay, here we go. What console did Sonic the Hedgehog debut on? Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, or the Sega Dreamcast?
See, that's the thing. I've never. I'm. This is gonna sound like heresy to a lot of people. I've never played a single Sonic the Hedgehog game. So I want to say, yeah. I'm trying to remember what game or what console family Sonic has been. The Sonic games have come out on. I want to say it's either the Sega Genesis or the Nintendo Dreamcast.
Okay. Which one? You gotta pick one?
Nintendo Dreamcast.
Okay, you just made up a console there? We said Nintendo Dreamcast? fun fact. War's like,
listen.
look, fun fact.
That's why I had to preface this by saying I've never played a single Sonic game my entire life because I knew that people like this means more would judge me for that. Drum roll.
I'm gonna give you another chance because you just made up a console. But
okay.
Fun fact though, Sony and Nintendo actually almost joined forces and created like the Nintendo PlayStation, but things didn't work out and Nintendo went a different direction and then the PlayStation was born. So the fact that you said the Nintendo Dreamcast, imagine a universe where they actually exist. But no worries. That was
true.
I love that one. Nintendo Dreamcast. Now I want the Nintendo Dreamcast.
A Nintendo console.
Okay. One more try.
One more try.
Did it debut on the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, or the Sega Dreamcast?
Super Nintendo.
No. A good guess. It was the Sega Genesis.
I knew it. The Sega Genesis was my next guess.
You over here getting Sega into into lawsuits into the future. Oh, you're trying to claim our Sega? I'm just dumb. See, this is me. I'll be just talking stupid stuff. But no, you did good. You have. Hold on, let's do math. See, this is why I didn't do half points because math. Do 5, 10. So well, you got 6 right. 5, 6, 30,000 points. Everyone, a round of applause because I don't have that soundboard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pretend like y'all hear it and clap. Hype in the chat.
Let's go.
Hype in the chat.
Let's go.
So y'all can see that Streamlabs is not something and have janky whatchamacallit. I gotta fix that. But yeah. So here we go. We're gonna go. There we go. Oh, hey, War. Yeah. All right, so let's go over here. Let's put Chell's name. I'm wildin', bro. You for real? You gonna get me canceled, bro? You know how people be? They be like, Neon, like, bro. Shut up. Don't even. Okay, so here we go. Here's the jankiest part of it. We gotta put Chell Star's name. That's the easy part. Chell. Unless I mess it up. Chell Star with the underscore. There you go. Did I spell your name right? I've been having problems all week with keeping up with time zones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna have Chell Star and let's see. What up? Oh yeah, and 30k points. 30k points. One thing I love about OBS is so as long as this background is saved in the same location, I can update it there and it will go live on my thing. So this is a temporary placeholder here. And then shells will be minted into the back with everyone else. So 30k points, you tied with Prince Boy Gerald. Let's go.
Yeah.
You did valiantly. Yeah, for reals.
Thank you.
Also, what legendary name would you like to add to the legends list?
Oh, what legendary name would I like to add?
Mm-hmm. It can be a meme name. It can be something important to you. You know, whatever you feeling.
Shit.
Also, War, I won't be trying on Battlefield. I'm not really into like COD, Battlefield, all those different games like that. Maybe someday down the line when it's like Battlefield 20. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Think of something. Oh! This is an honor for Update Everything. Put down XXX.
Oh, I know you.
Shadow Lord 420 XXX.
Okay, here we go. Okay, XXX. Shadow Lord 420 XXX. Ah, yes. That's perfect. How many points would you like this legend to score?
69,420.
What happened? You said
69,420.
Okay. 69,420. That's 29. My guy. Neon, please. All right, 69, 420. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making it smaller or is this just moving it? Okay, yeah, I'm making it smaller. All right. Oh, what the? All right, well, that legend is gonna have to be right there over the camera until I put him in there. But there we go, 69, 420. Yeah. But with that being said, any last words, Chels, you'd like to leave with, the community? Impart on.
I want to say for those who are on the fence about streaming, I say just do it. The biggest obstacle is just getting yourself to do it in the first place. Like with anything that is brand new that you've never done before in general. And even if you think that you're going to get made fun of, or even if you think that no one is going to show up to your stream, just do it. You're not going to find your community right off the bat from your first stream. But that's the beauty about streaming, is that or doing anything in general, is that if you keep doing it, eventually you'll start learning and you'll start growing and you'll really see your community take off and everything else, and it'll all be worth it in the end. And like I said, streaming is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And I would say the most important thing about streaming is to just have fun with everything. But what if you're not a streamer? Just enjoy the vibes of lurking or being active or whichever have you. Just enjoy the vibes that people bring to Twitch in general.
Oh yeah, see that word countered your logic, because War always says I'm not a streamer, but actually War is an amazing streamer. Lurking, she knows. But with that being said, we are at the end of the episode. Would you like to stay in call? I do be lurking. Yeah, War do be lurking. War is real for real. But would you like to stay in call while we raid? I have a perfect raid target who is celebrating it's a birthday. I think it's a birthday. My brain is fried right now. But
yeah, I'd love to stay.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go to the just chatting. Y'all will hear Chels as the spirit of Chels. Thank you. This was a fun watch. Thank you
guys.
all. Thank you all. So let's see. I forgot how to Twitch for a second there. Hold on. What it? This is a part of the stream where I just forget everything. Okay. I really wish that. There we go. I really wish that Twitch would make it where if you type in someone's name and you follow them, that's the first priority that pop up. Not 10,000 other people that you don't know. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna.
Victoria tried to give you a shout out on stream, and she had intentionally spelled your name wrong, and it brought up someone completely different.
That was hilarious.
Wait, have you told that story to your community?
Oh no, I haven't yet. So yeah, I was in Shell's stream, and Victoria, her mod, was trying to shout me out and spelled my name. How did she spell my name?
I don't know.
It was like someone else that's a part of Chelsea.
Oh, Nano Beat Games, because Stay Alive had accidentally called you Nano.
Yeah. So Victoria spelled it Nano Beat Games, but it autocorrect to another name that don't even exist. It was like something Beat Games. I'm like, what? We all was shocked. Even like Victoria's like, hold on, I didn't even spell that. Like, what? Autocorrect in Twitch? What?
That was so funny.
It was. But yo, thank you for the shout out, War. See, goated mod for real. So yeah, if you haven't already, go check out Chell Star. She's one of my favorite people in the world. I love her to death. She's an amazing person, as y'all see today. Go show her some love. Subscribe and follow, you won't regret it. She does music. She does gaming. She does Try Not to Laugh. Always a chill vibe. And she does karaoke too. She can sing.
Yeah, I do have karaoke streams. That's a thing I forgot to mention.
Yeah, she can sing. So go and check her out for real. As for me, here's my socials again. Check out all of the socials. I highly recommend, if you're not following already, you're lurking, follow here. I don't call it out alert. My bad. Now they're not blocked. No. I highly recommend NeonBeatYouTube and Digital Lounge content. NeonBeatYouTube is where I'm going to post this episode of the podcast next week. And Digital Lounge Content is where I do gaming news and all the sorts. I have a video that I'm going to upload today talking more about Digimon and my love of Digimon as we approach the date of Digimon's release. And also Instagram, that's where I do most of my updates, and where's Discord. If you have not already, join Discord, where I will most likely forget to update everyone that I'm on Discord, but you'll know when I go live 99% of the time. It's a chill vibe place. You can hang out there, vibe out, and game and stuff. I want to start doing like watch-alongs and whatnot, but I can only do free movies on YouTube, so I don't have Netflix anymore. But yeah, come vibe out and hang out with all of us there and all of that stuff. Special shout out to everyone that was a part of the stream that was in here. Again, check out Chelstar, This Mean War, Goated Mod. He does not stream, but he does, but he don't. A special shout out to Nathan Gooby Wooby 07, Lynn XOX. Show them some love. Also streamers, amazing people, amazing vibes. Thanks again too for the 10 biddies. Special shout out to B Ghosty. We're trying to get them into streaming. We're almost there. I can feel it. I can feel it. We're almost there. The other guy who may be streaming soon, go show them some love. Booley, who is awesome, goated W person who makes amazing graphics. Check out his Twitter. Let's see here. Oh no, I didn't see. Oh no, it's too late. I didn't see the. That's the one thing I wish I could see on my side is when Mod grabs something that is actually very chill, but man. But yeah, main goal is to blow up and then act like you don't know nobody. No, I wish I had seen that. No, yeah, for real. Yeah, blow up and act like you don't know nobody. That's how you succeed. Special shout out to Hilly, Ham, also streamers, first time chatter, for Ev, and everyone who lurked. Oh yeah, Mean One, and everyone lurked in the background. Also special shout out to Hey It's Shells as well. Everybody in here is just amazing content creators, streamers, good vibes all around. Also, thanks again, Mean One, for doing the command for Big Mama Neon. We are still raising funds for her. I'm going to do an update video soon. And I want to thank all of y'all for all the love and support. You know, if you can, donate. If you can't, that's cool. Just being here has been amazing. And also, if you can share it, pass the word along, I would deeply appreciate it. Big Mama Neon is the reason why all of this is what it is. She literally laid the foundation before Twitch or anything even existed. But with that being said, let's send the love over to
That's fun, Neon. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being a part of it. I appreciate it. This was a vibe. This was such a vibe.
Yeah, this is so much fun. I haven't been on a podcast since I want to say like 2021, let alone talk about something like this. So it's been great. It's been so great.
I am so glad you had fun. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely have to do this again.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see. I forgot how to rate. Slash rate. But yes, we're going to send love over to Arcane Hemlock, who is celebrating her birthday. Currently doing a 24-hour right now. This, unless it raid cancels, like, who did that? But yes, if you are a subscriber, copy and paste this raid message. If you're not a subscriber, copy and paste this raid message. Oh man, hold on. Let's see if I have time to do this. Happy come on, birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hamlock.
Ooh.
Spam that message. Hold on, I'm gonna get a better version. Oh, where is it? The pressure has been. Yeah, spam that message. I had to throw one up quick because we're running out of time. Rage about the raid. Spam that message or happy birthday. But with that being said, have a good night, sweet dreams. Game on Halcyon days. We live by the motto.
There you go.
There you go. We live by the motto of live, love, Halcyon days. We vibe and we thrive in 2025. Damn.